What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be doing an E30 oil pan video.
Are you done fucking chewing that thing? Jesus Christ.
I took a big one. Alright, so tools you guys will need. The job is very easy. All you need, 10 millimeter. All you need is a 10 millimeter, 13 millimeter sockets. I have some wrenches here too, 13 wrench. And then you need E10 Torx. And then some razor blades for the gasket. The job is very straightforward. I use electric ratchet to save some time, otherwise, because I think there's like over 20 bolts on the oil pan. So we'll go over here. First thing you want to remove is this cover here. Unfortunately, we did already start the job, so we can't really show actually removing this stuff, but if you're going to tackle this job, you know, like, you have some sort of mechanical prowess, you know?
This is very self-explanatory.
Yeah,
too.
this is 4 bolts, and then you need to unbolt one sway bar, the passenger side sway bar mount, to be able to get to this bolt right here on the bottom. And then with this off, we'll...
The fuck was that?
Off my roof. With this off, you have access to all the bolts on the oil pan. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 26. There's 26. All you need to get these out actually, extension, 1/4 inch ratchet is best because it's smaller, and then I use a U-joint, swivel U-joint, and that's it. That's all you need. Very easy. This, John, is a ground bolted right here. I unbolted the ground. This is the oil pump. What we did, so you don't have to drop the subframe, what we did was we used the engine hoist, and you have to lift up the engine like an inch and a half. And then you have enough clearance. You're gonna drop the pan, and then it's gonna give you access to the oil pan bolts. There's 3 oil pan bolts. 1 on the driver's side, 2 on the passenger side. With the pan like kind of lowered down an inch or so, you're gonna unbolt those 3 with the wrench, 13 mil wrench, and then the oil pump and the pan assembly all like wiggles out of the under here. Let's go under here. You have to snake it through, like above the steering rack.
Looking pretty clean under here. Surprise.
The fucking people before me must have did 80,000 mile oil change intervals. That thing is black. There's no rods hanging out the block. But yeah, here,
you know what I mean.
This is a visual of how much we had to lift the engine. All we did was unbolt the engine mount nut down here, and then we just lifted up the engine with the engine hoist. You could use one of those bar like engine stands, but we had the hoist, do it that way. This shaft is gonna pop out of the engine block, and just make sure you don't lose this. And when you put the pan back in there, make sure this is seated in the engine and in the pump as well, because this is what drives your oil pump, this shaft. Right now we're gonna finish scraping off the old gasket on the block, and then we'll get the new gasket on and the new oil pan in. Very straightforward, very easy job. The biggest problem we're having right now, well, the biggest problem I'm having is getting all the old gasket material off of the block. It's like seized on that Johnny. That Johnnicus. Alright everybody, we got the oil pan on. For the gasket, we put little dabs of RTV on the oil pan side so the gasket doesn't fall off. Because these cork gaskets are shit and they don't really stay. They're kind of floppy cock. We just put some dabs of RTV where the front and rear seal housings are, mating up against the block. And we're going to tighten them down in sequence here and torque them to spec. So the gasket is compressed adequately. And then we're going to put everything else on that we took off and see if she starts. And then we're going to not put oil in it before we start it and just see how long it lasts without any oil in it.
Someone didn't buy oil.
I didn't buy any oil.
It's kind of in the name.
That's fucked.
oil pan, you know what goes in there?
No. Hopes and dreams. This is fun.
It looks really fun.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
That's awesome. I think everyone should get an E30 and do this. After you drive it one fucking time, after you put hours and hours and hours and thousands of dollars into it, and then you drive it one time, and then it does this.
You work in the late and cold hours of the night.
Yeah.
Several days.
Yep.
Weeks.
Yeah. And then this happens, and then you're doing it again without even driving it. You know, I've been working on it. I've worked on this car more than I've probably driven any of my cars.
It's close. It's definitely
like,
close.
The time I spent driving my cars, I spent double that working on this fucking Jenkins. Fucking Arthur McCockington.
This fucking Jensen.
Fucking Jensen Jackson. We got it all in, got the oil pan and everything in. Oh. It's pretty good. It's pretty clean. Yeah, everything's back. All I gotta do is put the drain plug in it, fill it up with oil, and watch it leak again.
The greatest annoyance was there was a shaft, and lining that up was a little difficult.
You gotta make sure you line that. There's a shaft like right there. And you gotta make sure it's up in the block and it's in the pump, because otherwise you'll have no oil pressure and you'll seize up your John, your Johnington. It'll be seizicust. Seizing like endiness.
This is fucked.
Welcome back, everybody. We got the oil filter assist. Only the best brand. OEM brand right here. We're gonna do the filter, and then we're gonna put oil in it and start it. Got a nylon.
Yeah, that's gonna focus.
Got a nylon washer on this, Johnny, for Sealington. For Silicus. You know, grab me the Papillonus, Panicus, Oilinus. Grab the Panicus Wanicus. Shimitus. Dude, can you give me the tool, please? Give me the tool. Oh no. Someone Roilicus coccicus us. This oil filter is welded on here. Fucking magma. Ah yes. Only the best brand. Only the best brands for BMW. Dude, look at the quality on this. This is horrendous. Holy schmackanolis. Holy schminundans. Holy schmicus. That's as far as I got in life, is just a lube tech, you know. Just spinning filters on and off all day. Dumping oil. It's rough. They called me Lubicus Techington. I'm just gonna make sure to fucking crank this filter on as hard as I can. Just because that's what you should do, is just tighten it. And then when it gets tight from your hand, take a tool, like a channel locks, and then spin it as much as you can with that. That's what you have to do to oil filters, so. Alright, here we go.
Don't laugh. Don't drop a kiss the Oilington. Oh, oh.
Fuck. That wasn't that bad. Can you get a Towlingtus?
I don't think I can. I gotta make sure you don't spill anymore.
Should I go higher?
Yeah. More. More. More.
Oh my god. Oh shit. How come you can't just fill up the oil normally, dude? Use a funnel. Always running the exhaust manifold too. We replaced the oil pan gasket just to dump oil over the whole entire engine. Hopefully we have oil pressure, because we didn't really like that shaft. I just like shoved it up in there. I don't really know if it was connected or not, but moment of Truthington. Ready?
Yep.
Go up there in case she knocks. Knocks like a demon. Sounds like it has oil pressure.
It's not spraying oil.
What is that fucking noise? We'll have to run it and see if it leaks, I guess, for a while. It's gonna be hard to tell because some lube tech dumped oil all over. We was doing an oil change and there's more oil dripping down. Well, the engine runs. The oil pan's fine, but there's a puddle developing under the side of the car here, and that's where the fuel filter is. She was pissing fuel.
Well, looks like we got another video for another day.
Yeah, that
Oh, it's really starting to smell like gas now.
yeah, well, there's a whole puddle of gas under the car. Well, on that note, if you guys liked the video, leave a like and stay tuned. Another video on the car, fixing her up. Have a good day.
It's not a good day for us.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me?